Okay, so now I want to talk about personal space. Now, for us, a lot of us, we let our dog get this close to us and we think it's my dog, it's no big deal. But dogs have three distances. There's intimate space, which is a 3-foot bubble. Then from 3 feet to 11 feet is considered social space. 11 feet and beyond is considered public space. Just like we are, we're pretty particular, dogs are pretty particular who comes into their intimate space. So if the dog comes over, what I'd like you guys to do is start defining, giving yourself like a 1-foot bubble around yourself, or maybe a 2-foot bubble around yourself. So just because I have a treat doesn't mean that she can come over and take it. So I'm going to use those escalating consequences I showed you earlier. When she SATs, I can take a step back. I pause in between each step so I can read the dog. Then I sit down. Distance equals respect. So I'd like her to get to the point, this is kind of what I was doing earlier when the ottoman was here and I wasn't letting her come in where you guys were going. That's kind of, there's a little bit of a security blanket the way she was doing it before. Again, I think there was some insecurity. But just like anything else, we need to define our personal space. Now, if you want her here, it's a cold day and you want to put her here, that's fine. You invite her, you're making the decision. But right now, she is making the decision to invade your personal space. And because dogs often invade personal space to try to intimidate, it's not appropriate. And especially in your situation, I would just like to see a healthier boundary. Now she's giving me what I want, so now I'll give her a little bit of reward. You don't have to necessarily reward for this. All you want to do is just make sure you consistently define your personal space. When the ottoman is here, it's going to be a little bit easier. So maybe if you two of you are sitting here watching TV, you decide this is off limits temporarily. Then you use those, you cover this side, Bethany covers this side, and you don't let her in here. But sometimes you might be watching TV, your feet are up on the ottoman, and it's okay for her to be in here. That's okay. So you kind of decide when it's appropriate. Oh, there we go. Crash. So defining your personal space is, again, a big thing that will go a long ways, especially when you have guests that come in. It's just polite. We don't want, the dog to just rush up in people's personal space, even though she's not really an aggressive dog. Somebody who doesn't know that might react in the wrong way, and that can trigger a response in her. And just like anything else, it's appropriate. We want, in our culture, we want a little bit of bubble of personal space. When I go to California, sometimes I'm used to work in the music business. I go to some places where there are conferences of people who are Asian, and because they're so compacted, they don't have as much personal space as us. So it was kind of a cultural thing. Anyways, I don't know why I'm riffing on that. Defining your personal space will be important for you guys both to do. And I would really keep her away from your personal space unless you invite her in for the first week or so. And you should start to notice that she's kind of doing it on her own. Okay. All right, that's personal space.